people of the United States during the next hour, ladies and gentlemen, will honor one of its outstanding citizens, Mr. Thomas Alva Place, among the world's great scientists, and because of his many contributions to the welfare of mankind, our government will award him its highest honor, the Congressional Medal. Through arrangements made by the General Electric Company, these presentation ceremonies are being broadcast over a nationwide network and are being shortwaved for the benefit of the British Isles, Europe, and South America. The United States Navy Band Orchestra will play Hail to the Chief, after which the program will open with a short address from the White House by the President of the United States, Calvin Coolidge. The program is officially opened with an address by Calvin Coolidge, President of the United States.
My fellow countrymen, a person of high character and remarkable achievement holds a fascination for all mankind. It is literally true that the world will make a beaten path to his door. Such persons are the leaders who, by their example and their wisdom, stimulate their fellow men to better things and are in the main responsible for human progress. They are the pioneers in opening up new territory in our physical surroundings and in the domain of thought. Not only the United States, but other regions in the far-off ends of the earth are pausing tonight to pay their tribute of respect and reverence to such a figure while he is still with us, in appreciation of what he has done to advance the cause of civilization. The life of Thomas Alva Edison practically lies testimony at the disposal of the government.
Industry is limited. There were arc lights in use for is a formidable list. British ambassador, and will make the formal return to Mr. Edison by the British government of the world's first phonograph. This phonograph was loaned by Mr. Edison to the British government in 1880 and has been in England until this time. The British government is taking this occasion to return it to Mr. Edison, its inventor, Mr. Ronald Campbell, Counselor and Charge d'Affaires of the British Embassy. Mr. Secretary, Mr. Edison, ladies and gentlemen. Sir Esme Hard, as Mr. Edison, I think, knows, had very much hoped himself to be able to hand over formally, on behalf of His Britannic Majesty's government in Great Britain, the original first model of the phonograph. And it is a keen disappointment to Sir Esme Howard that uncertainty as to the date of his arrival in this country prevented him from engaging himself to be present here tonight. I have therefore the honor and good fortune to have been deputed to make the presentation on behalf of my government. In doing so, I am to express to Mr. Edison their keen satisfaction at being able to restore to the famous inventor whose services to mankind are the admiration of the world and the claim upon the world's gratitude, the original phonograph, this historical article which for so many years was entrusted to their care and preservation. My government further desire me to congratulate Mr. Edison on the new honor conferred upon him by the Congress of the United States, and I am to assure him of the affectionate esteem in which his name is held by the British people. These are sentiments which Sir Esme Howard, I know, fully shares, and I should be most happy if Mr. Edison would allow me to say the same of myself. I have the honor of handing over to you, sir, on behalf of my government, the original first model of your phonograph.
Mr. Charged Affairs and honored guests, it is indeed a source of much gratification to me to regain possession of my first and original model of the phonograph, which I loaned to the British government some 48 years ago for exhibition in the Patent Office Museum at South Kensington, London. This was a machine which was made from my sketch by my faithful associate, the late John Cushing, more than 51 years ago, brings to my mind many pleasant memories, especially the remembrance of the fact that it worked perfectly on the first trial, when I shouted into it, "Mary had a little lamb," and heard the reproduction of these words. I greatly appreciate the courtesy of the British government in returning this first phonograph to my possession. My original electric lamp is still in the museum at South Kensington, but that will remain there as it was a present from me.
Has responded to the return of his first phonograph by the British government. We had hoped at this time to have the first phonograph issued to you, "Mary Had a Little Lamb," exactly as it did for Mr. Edison in his laboratory in 1877. But unfortunately, this cannot be arranged. It is now my privilege to introduce as the next speaker in these presentation ceremonies, President John Grier Gibbon of Princeton University. President Gibbon.
Mr. Edison, in accepting the invitation of Secretary Mellon and Mr. Owen B. Young to make the general response for science and industry on this occasion, I am sensible not only of the honor, but also of the responsibility which is involved, for I cannot speak truly as a representative of industry unless a university can be regarded as industry in the general sense of the Oxford Dictionary. There's industry, the industry kingdom of knowledge. This is the world lying just beyond. Is the world not a